Hi, welcome to Anton Peter Burkhart's Daily Dose of Dinosaurs. Today we will be learning about lots of dinosaurs. And I will make lots of more episodes after this one, so make sure to check those ones out too. So the first dinosaur is this guy. So this toy dinosaur can bop its head up and down and chomp and wave its head. And it has armor on, and it can move its flippers. And somewhere right here's the scan code if you want to scan it. I'll give you guys some time to scan it. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just put them away. Put them away. Very carefully. And then the next one is the T-Rex. So the T-Rex, this one, there's a button on the back of its head that can open his mouth. And his tongue's movable too. And also you can move his tail. And here's his scan code if you want to scan it. Okay, the next one. So the next one's this guy. And this guy can wave his tail and chomp, chomp, chomp. And also, here's the scan code. And then, here is the next dinosaur. This guy. So, there's the button on the back that can make him chomp. And here's his scan code. And then there's this guy. So his mouth, there's a button that can make his mouth chomp, and his tail can move really fast. And here's his scan code. This is going by really fast. And then here's the next dino. So this button makes him chomp and smash his head. Smash, smash, smash. And then there's this button that makes his spikes move. And here's his scan code if you want to scan it. And here's the next dino. So this one I painted. It's a velociraptor. And I painted it blue and white, and it used to be black. Okay, so the next dinosaur is this guy, the Atrociraptor. So this guy can't really do much except for move his tail. There's no scan code though, but it is made by Jurassic World. And then a Stegosaurus, he can move his tail with this button and this button. Different ways. And then here's a scan code if you want to scan. Oh, and then there's this guy. His mouth can open and shut. And here's the scan code if you want to scan it. And then there's this guy. No, not him. This guy. Stegosaurus. He does have some moss on the bottom, but he has these plates to keep him from the sunlight. And then this is the Herrerasaurus. It uses its big mouth to chomp down on meat, and it's a carnivore, and it uses its little agile legs and feet to run really fast. Zoom, zoom. And also it can bop its head up and down. And also, here's the scan code. And then, there's this guy. So, there's this button somewhere. Oh no, it's his tail. And if you press down on it, boom, rocket ship. And here's the scan code if you want to scan it. This dinosaur uses its head that has a skull on top to bang itself into things and break it open. And here's the next dinosaur. So this dinosaur uses its horn to protect itself and its big agile feet to run really fast. This one's not even a dinosaur, but I added it to the list. It's a lobster. Lobsters use their big claws to pinch on little anemones and plants in the sea to eat. They can crawl on land, and also some of them are really big. And their tails help them swim in the water and crawl in the water with their legs. And their big antennas help them see and smell. And then the next dinosaur is this guy. So this guy uses his big mouth to chomp down on meat and fish. And he uses his tail to swish, 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 and his head to poke dinosaurs with his spikes. And also, he uses his big mouth to chomp, chomp, chomp. And here's his scan code if you want to scan it. And then there's this guy. This guy uses his big, big mouth to chomp down on big fishies and meat. And he uses his big legs to crawl out and in the water, and his big tail to swim in the water, and his legs to swim in the water and crawl on land. These dinosaurs are really big. Here's a scan code if you want to scan it. Okay. Now, so we're getting to the big guys. Really big, actually. Okay, so this guy's the same guy, except he's a different color. Here's a scan code if you want to scan him. And this is the Indoraptor. It uses its big tails to go really fast. Same with its big claws and feet. And its really sharp hairs to protect itself. And also its mouth to chomp down on meat and other enemies. And then these guys are the same guy. They use their little mouths to catch fish. And their little wings, their big wings, to flap around in the wind. And their little tails and arms and legs help them land and glide. And then there's this guy. This guy uses his big tail and his big long tail and really fast feet to run really fast. And his sharp head to headbutt any dinosaurs that try to attack. And this guy uses his big fins to swim in the water. and his big tail to help him swim in the water, and his big, big mouth to chomp, chomp, chomp. And also to help him balance while gliding through the water. And then there's this guy, the Plesiosaurus. So it uses its tail to move faster in the water, and its flippers to help it swim in the water, and its big long neck to reach fish from far places, and it uses its mouth to catch the fish and the meat. And then there's the pterodactyl. So pterodactyls use their beak to catch fish and their big giant wings to flap around and glide in the sky. And also they use their feet and arms to land. And also, this one even has a little opening to show what the meat looks like. And it can close. And then there's this guy. This guy uses its big spikes to help it protect itself. And its big long neck to reach plants from trees, from high places. And its little beak or mouth to eat the leaves, and its long neck to help it get to high places to eat the food, and its big giant feet to stomp around and help it walk, and its tail to help it balance, and it uses it to wiggle and swish dinosaurs away. And here's its scan code if you want to scan it. Okay, then there's this dinosaur. This dinosaur uses its fast-looking feet to run really fast, and its big tail to balance, its big long tail to balance, and its chomping jaws to eat the meat. And here's its scan code if you want to scan it. And then there's the Spinosaurus. It uses its big mouth to catch fish and meat, and its big spine to help it swim in the water, and its big tail to balance, and its big feet to run pretty fast and help it walk on land, and its little arms to help it grab the food. And then there's this guy, the Carnotaurus. It uses its big horns on its head to smash stuff and protect itself. And its little arms do not very much except for holding things. And its mouth to chomp down on that meat. And its big feet to run really fast. And its big tail to swish around and defeat other dinosaurs. And also, it uses its big body to help it balance too. And also, here's its scan code if you want to scan it. And then there's another T-Rex. So it uses its big mouth to chomp down on meat, and its long tail to balance, and its big feet to run really fast. And then there's the Dilophosaurus. It uses its mouth to squirt out poison, and its frills to help it scare dinosaurs away, and to let it know that there's a dinosaur distracting it or something, to let them know that it's poisonous. And its big long tail to help it balance when it's running with its really fast feet. Okay, this will be the last one. There's this guy. It's not a Triceratops. It uses its horns to protect itself, and its frill to protect itself from blocking from blocking the other dinosaurs' attacks. And it uses its little mouth thing to eat leaves off of the ground, and it uses its little short tail to balance, and its feet to run really fast. Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Make sure to check out more of my amazing Anton Peter's Daily Dose of Dinosaur videos. Bye!